Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Filipino ebook before it's gone. Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. Today, we'll learn conversational phrases about occupations. After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your job and ask what somebody does for a living. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your occupation PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang pintor.
Listen to it again, now with the English translation.
Anong trabaho mo?
What do you do?
Ako ay isang pintor.
I'm an artist. First of all, you need to learn how to say, what do you do? That's.
Anong trabaho mo?
Listen to it again.
Anong trabaho mo? Anong trabaho mo?
This Filipino sentence literally translates into, what is your work? But it means, what do you do in English? Now, how do you answer this question? This is the pattern you'll need.
Ako ay isang.
Your occupation. I'm a, an, your occupation. For example, I'm an artist.
Ako ay isang pintor. Ako ay isang pintor.
Here are a few more professions you can use with the same pattern. Police officer.
Pulis. Pulis.
Teacher.
Guro. Guro.
Doctor.
Doktor. Doktor.
Doktora. Doktora.
Engineer.
Inhinyero. Inhinyero.
Inhinyera. Inhinyera.
Now, listen to some examples.
Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang guro. Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang doktor. Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang inhinyero.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what do you do?
Anong trabaho mo?
Imagine you're a doctor. Do you remember how to say, doctor?
Doktor. Doktor.
Say, I'm a doctor.
Ako ay isang doktor.
Now answer the question saying that you are a doctor.
Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang doktor.
Now, imagine you're a teacher. Do you remember how to say teacher?
Guro. Guro.
Say, I'm a teacher.
Ako ay isang guro.
Now, answer the question saying that you are a teacher.
Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang guro.
Now, imagine you're an engineer. Do you remember how to say engineer?
Inhinyero. Inhinyero.
Say, I'm an engineer.
Ako ay isang inhinyero.
Now, answer the question saying that you are an engineer.
Anong trabaho mo? Ako ay isang inhinyero.
Most people who learn a foreign language learn it so that they can one day have real-life conversations with native speakers. When you start out learning and crack open your first textbook or listen to your first podcast, having a real conversation can feel like a fantasy. When everything about a language feels new, it can be overwhelming. But this couldn't be further from the truth. While it does take a significant amount of time and effort to become fluent, having a conversation might not be as far off as you think. In this video, we'll look at 3 ways you can boost your conversational skills and start talking to native speakers. Number 1, find native speakers and practice with them. It's unlikely you live near a big group of native speakers to practice with. If you happen to be in a major or international city, your chances may be better. Check and see if your city has a general language exchange. Chances are there could be a native speaker there who is also trying to learn another language. Practicing in person with a native speaker is probably the most interesting option for honing your speaking skills. But if you can't find anyone where you live, the next best option is to look online. Luckily for language learners, the past 10 years or so have seen an explosion in online language exchange sites. On these websites, you can search for someone who is a native speaker of your target language and is also learning your native language. The idea behind a language exchange is that you communicate with them via video or text chat, and half of the time, they help you practice your target language. And for the other half, you help them practice theirs. Practicing via an online language exchange is a highly effective way to practice your conversational skills. Number 2, work on pronunciation. Pronunciation is often an overlooked skill when it comes to learning a foreign language. Most people think of a good foreign accent as a luxury rather than a necessity. But what most people don't talk about is how having a good accent boosts your listening and comprehension skills. If you can hear a sound from a foreign language and know how to make it yourself, then you're more likely to understand native speakers when they talk at normal speed, and you're also more likely to remember any new words or phrases you come across. Having a good accent means that the language no longer sounds foreign. Instead, it sounds familiar, maybe even natural. So how do you go about perfecting your accent? The best way is to break down the language into its individual sounds. Make note of any sounds that are the same or similar to your native language and of those that are different. Of the sounds that are different, spend your time practicing the ones that you find the hardest to say correctly. After you're comfortable with the individual sounds, you can start linking together words and phrases. This is where accent practice starts to get really fun and interesting. Get your hands on some native speaker audio from a TV show, song, or podcast. Play the audio back and listen closely a few times. Take note of how words blend together in speech. Then, do your best to imitate what you hear, trying to match the speaker's emphasis and intonation. Our language learning program's playback feature is perfect for this. Record yourself and compare it to the original recording. Rinse and repeat until you're comfortable with the audio selection, and then move on to something more difficult. This is how you can break through the accent barrier and really start to make the language your own. Number 3, learn phrases, not just individual words. Learning grammar and individual words is great, but it's not the only approach you should take if you want to speak fluently. In addition to your regular grammar and vocabulary, try learning whole phrases, even if you aren't totally sure how they work grammatically. Learn phrases that are specific to your needs. It's a good idea to learn phrases that are grouped around a certain setting or subject, such as simple greetings or introductions, questions for getting to know someone, or traveling comfortably. You can even learn filler phrases, which you can use so that you have something to say when, well, you don't know what to say. Learning phrases like this will help you become conversational faster. You may not understand what you're saying literally, but as long as you know the general meaning behind the phrase and know when to use it, you'll be able to talk like a native. Eventually, your knowledge of grammar and vocabulary should catch up with the phrases you know. Learning a new language should feel like an adventure. There will be plateaus and periods in your learning where it feels like you're hitting a wall, but being able to speak with native speakers and have real conversations will help you combat language fatigue. After all, talking to someone face-to-face in a foreign language is one of the main reasons we start learning in the first place. And for even more ways to gain conversation skills, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, how's your mother? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay ayos naman.
Once more with the English translation.
Kumusta ang nanay mo?
How's your mother?
Siya ay ayos naman.
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how's your mother? That's,
Kumusta ang nanay mo?
listen to it again.
Kumusta ang nanay mo? Kumusta ang nanay mo?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Siya ay,
state of well-being. But it translates as she is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
siya ay ayos naman. Siya ay ayos naman.
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
Mabuti. Mabuti.
fine,
Ayos naman. Ayos naman.
so-so,
Medyo okay. Medyo okay.
not good,
Hindi mabuti. Hindi mabuti.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay mabuti. Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay medyo okay. Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay hindi mabuti.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how's your mother?
Kumusta ang nanay mo?
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say, great?
Mabuti. Mabuti.
Say, she's great.
Siya ay mabuti.
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay mabuti.
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
Medyo okay. Medyo okay.
Say, she's so-so.
Siya ay medyo okay.
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay medyo okay.
Now imagine she's not good. Do you remember how to say not good?
Hindi mabuti. Hindi mabuti.
Say, she's not good.
Siya ay hindi mabuti.
Now, answer the question saying she's not good.
Kumusta ang nanay mo? Siya ay hindi mabuti.
You've studied for a while and are ready to talk to people and practice what you've learned. But where do you start? Starting a conversation in a new language can seem a bit intimidating. How do you just jump into it? In this video, we'll look at 5 ways to start conversations. Number 1. Introduce yourself in your target language. This is usually one of the first things you learn when you start studying a new language. And sometimes, starting a conversation, or continuing one, is as simple as introducing yourself. Number 2. Talking about the weather. This is a universal talking point. People talk about the weather all over the world. And just saying, "It's really nice today," is enough to start a conversation. A great way to practice your weather conversation skills is to check out our Can-Do lesson pathway. This series of lessons teaches you how to talk about the weather in your target language. Number 3. Give compliments. Compliments are a great way to start a conversation. You can compliment something about your conversation partner's city, country, or something specific to them personally. "Hey, your bag is super cute," or "That ice cream looks delicious." These kinds of compliments can lead to further conversation about what you complimented. In this case, it could be fashion or a local restaurant. This is a great way to make quick connections with people. Number 4. Ask for help. For example, you can ask for directions, ask about prices, or request recommendations for restaurants or shopping spots, and let the conversation go from there. People are usually happy to lend a helping hand to tourists who are visiting their city. Number 5. Learn phrases for transactions. This can include getting a room at a hotel, or telling a taxi driver where to go. When you're traveling overseas, you'll need to talk to other people in your target language. And while this might be a bit scary at first, you'll find that the people you meet are just happy that you're trying to communicate with them. So get started talking in your target language now. For even more tips on how to start conversations, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, "What's the matter?" After watching this video, you'll be able to make complaints and ask someone else if they're having any issues. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making Complaints PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Anong problema?
Mainit ang opisina.
Once more with the English translation.
Anong problema?
What's the matter?
Mainit ang opisina.
The office is hot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, "What's the matter?" That's.
Anong problema?
Listen to it again.
Anong problema? Anong problema?
This Filipino sentence literally translates into, what is the problem? But it means, what's the matter in English. Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is adjective.
Ang opisina.
This Filipino sentence literally translates into adjective, the office, but it means the office is adjective in English. For example, the office is hot.
Mainit ang opisina. Mainit ang opisina.
Here are a few more examples you can use with the same pattern to make complaints. Hot,
Mainit. Mainit.
cold,
Malamig. Malamig.
noisy,
Maingay. Maingay.
dirty,
Marumi. Marumi.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Anong problema? Malamig ang opisina. Anong problema? Maingay ang opisina. Anong problema? Marumi ang opisina.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what's the matter?
Anong problema?
Imagine the office is cold. Do you remember how to say cold?
Malamig. Malamig.
Say, the office is cold.
Malamig ang opisina.
Now answer the question saying the office is cold.
Anong problema? Malamig ang opisina.
Now imagine the office is noisy. Do you remember how to say noisy?
Maingay. Maingay.
Say, the office is noisy.
Maingay ang opisina.
Now, answer the question saying the office is noisy.
Anong problema? Maingay ang opisina.
Now imagine the office is dirty. Do you remember how to say dirty?
Marumi. Marumi.
Say, the office is dirty.
Marumi ang opisina.
Now answer the question, saying the office is dirty.
Anong problema? Marumi ang opisina.
Want to speak your target language with confidence and impress native speakers? When learning to speak a new language, you have lots of things to think about, including grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Because you're thinking of all of these things and trying to speak, it can be difficult to communicate with confidence, especially in the beginning. This is why it's helpful to make confidence-building exercises part of your language learning process. In this video, you'll learn 7 ways to boost your confidence. 1. Read out loud. This might seem pretty basic, but it's a great way to practice speaking. Reading aloud lets you practice speaking without having to think about grammar or things to talk about. Reading out loud lets you focus on your pronunciation and the rhythm of the language. It can help you learn to speak more smoothly and quickly, without even thinking about it. If you're using our lessons, read the dialogue out loud as you listen. You can read along with the dialogue tool, the lesson notes, or the transcript. 2. Read like a child. This might sound strange, but think about children learning to read. They go slow and sound everything out. Maybe it takes 2 or 3 tries before they read a new word smoothly, and a few more tries before they can read it at a natural pace. This example applies to language learning too. If you find a complex sentence in something you're reading, read it slowly at first, then speed up. With practice, you'll be able to say it easily. It might feel a bit silly to speak very slowly, but this kind of practice can help you identify tough sounds you might miss or say incorrectly when reading quickly. 3. Use the dialogue breakdown tool. If you're using our site, this is a great tool to take advantage of. It breaks down lesson conversations into individual lines. You can listen to the audio for each line, learn what each line means, and can reread and review as much as you want. 4. Use the voice recorder to record and compare yourself with native speakers. Just click on the microphone icon next to each line in the dialogue section. You can use this tool to perfect your pronunciation if you like, but this is also something you can use to work on speaking with confidence at native level speed. You'll find this tool in the dialogue section of all of our lessons. 5. Repeat and review old lesson conversations. Reviewing what you've studied in the past is the best way to make sure you maintain what you've learned. Go back to older lessons, download the lesson dialogue tracks, and re-listen to the conversations again and again. Or you can reread the dialogue lines from previous lessons until you've mastered them all. 6. Shadow conversations. Repeat what you hear out loud. This tactic is important, but it can be tricky when you're doing a brand new lesson. If you're reviewing dialogues from lessons you've done though, it's super easy to do. Just listen to the dialogue and repeat what you hear. Shadowing means mimicking the speaker as soon as they speak, following their intonation and rhythms as closely as possible. 7. Send recordings to your Premium Plus teacher. If you want to speak with confidence, there's no better confidence boost than feedback from a native speaker, and you get just that with a Premium Plus teacher. You can record yourself reciting a lesson dialogue or any dialogue of your own, and your teacher will give you specific tips on how to improve. From the tips your teacher gives you, choose at least one and practice, practice, practice. Being able to react quickly and with confidence in a conversation is typically not something you can do on your first try, but if you continue practicing, you'll gradually find yourself speaking with ease. And for even more ways to build your speaking confidence, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to ask and answer the question, how do you say this? After watching this video, you'll be able to ask someone how a word is pronounced. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your How to Say Something PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay para dahan.
Once more with the English translation.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
How do you say this?
Ito ay para dahan.
It's parking lot. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how do you say this? That's
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Listen to it again.
Paano po sasabihin ito? Paano po sasabihin ito?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Ito ay
word. It's word. For example, it's parking lot.
ito ay paradahan. Ito ay paradahan.
Here are a few useful words you can use with the same pattern. Parking lot,
Paradahan. Paradahan.
morning,
Umaga. Umaga.
travel,
Paglalakbay. Paglalakbay.
invasion,
Pananakop. Pananakop.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay umaga.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay paglalakbay.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay pananakop.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how do you say this?
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Now, imagine it's the word morning. Do you remember how to say morning?
Umaga. Umaga.
Say, it's morning.
Ito ay umaga.
Now, answer the question saying it's morning.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay umaga.
Now imagine the word is travel. Do you remember how to say travel?
Paglalakbay. Paglalakbay.
Say, it's travel.
Ito ay paglalakbay.
Now, answer the question saying it's travel.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay paglalakbay.
Now imagine the word is invasion. Do you remember how to say invasion?
Pananakop. Pananakop.
Say, it's invasion.
Ito ay pananakop.
Now answer the question saying it's invasion.
Paano po sasabihin ito?
Ito ay pananakop.
Want to speak and understand more of your target language? If so, of course, you'll need to know more words and phrases than you do now. In this video, we'll cover 5 ways to master new words and phrases fast. Number 1, use our free vocabulary list. This is a free library of vocabulary and phrase lessons for all kinds of situations. You can learn words and phrases for current events, holidays like Halloween and Thanksgiving, and useful topics like the top 10 ways to say hello, conversational phrases, and more. You'll learn phrases that you won't find in textbooks. If you want to learn extra fast, use the slideshow tool. Just tap or click on View Slideshow, Then sit back and review the words and phrases. Find the vocabulary lists in the vocabulary drop-down menu on the site. These vocabulary lists are free for all users. Number 2, take the audio and video lessons. One of the best ways to learn new words is by hearing and using them in conversations. This is because it gives you the opportunity to understand how the words are actually used. In every lesson dialogue, you'll likely come across some words you don't know. But don't worry, because our teachers translate everything. When you hear the conversation again at the end of the lesson, you'll be familiar with the words you didn't know at first. Number 3, learn with our 2,000 most common words list. A quick question. How many words do you think you need for conversational fluency? 3,000? 5,000? It's actually not as many as you think. Language experts say you need about 1,500 words to reach conversational fluency. With our 2,000 most common words list, you'll get access to key vocabulary words you need to boost your conversation skills. The words are broken down into simple categories, such as adjectives, nouns, verbs, food, drinks, numbers, months, and so on. So you can go category by category and focus on what you're most interested in first. With this tip, we're not talking about paper flashcards. We're talking about the smart flashcards that you can find in our premium study tools. This is an automatic system individualized for each member based on their study needs. First, you'll use the cards to check your knowledge. Then, according to your answers, the cards will be sorted according to which words you need more practice with. Words that you struggle with will be shown to you more and more. You'll see words that you know well less often. This system helps you study more efficiently. It displays the words you need to work on and knows when you should refresh your knowledge. This helps make sure you don't forget vocabulary. In every study session, these cards will help you refresh your memory on the words you learned last time and introduce new words. Number 5, use the words. After you learn a new word, using it right away is crucial to remembering it. So, when you're done with a lesson or a vocab list, here's something you can do. Leave a comment. Make up a sample sentence and post it in the comment section. Write it down in a notebook, or shadow the word with a lessons dialogue. Our language learning program is full of tools that can help you speak more. Just pick one and get started. If you want to unlock all of these study tools, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what's your favorite number? After watching this video, you'll be able to say many numbers and ask someone their favorite number. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Talking About Numbers PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Ano ang paborito mong numero? 7 po.
Once more with the English translation.
Ano ang paborito mong numero?
What's your favorite number?
7 po.
It's 7. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what's your favorite number? That's,
Ano ang paborito mong numero?
listen to it again.
Ano ang paborito mong numero? Ano ang paborito mong numero?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is number.
Po.
This Filipino sentence literally translates into number plus po. Po is a word that indicates politeness, but it means its number. If you're talking with friends or anyone who is the same age or younger, you can just remove it. For example, it's 7.
Pito po. Pito po.
Here are a few more numbers you can use with the same pattern. 7,
Pito. Pito.
2,
Dalawa. Dalawa.
4,
Apat. Apat.
9,
Siyam. Siyam.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Ano ang paborito mong numero? Dalawa po. Ano ang paborito mong numero? Apat po. Ano ang paborito mong numero? Siyam po.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, "What's your favorite number?"
Ano ang paborito mong numero?
Imagine it's 2. Do you remember how to say 2?
Dalawa. Dalawa.
Say, "It's 2.
Dalawa po.
Now answer the question saying, "It's 2.
Ano ang paborito mong numero? Dalawa po.
Now imagine it's 4. Do you remember how to say 4?
Apat. Apat.
Say, "It's 4.
Apat po.
Now, answer the question by saying, "It's 4.
Ano ang paborito mong numero? Apat po.
Now, imagine it's 9. Do you remember how to say 9?
Siyam. Siyam.
Say, "It's 9.
Siyam po.
Now, answer the question saying, "It's 9.
Ano ang paborito mong numero? Siyam po.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what kind of movies do you like? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about movies and ask other people about their favorite kinds of movies. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Talking About Movies and TV PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng nakakatakot.
Once more with the English translation.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
What kind of movies do you like?
Gusto ko ng nakakatakot.
I like horror. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what kind of movies do you like? That's,
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
listen to it again.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo? Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Gusto ko ng
type of movie. This Filipino sentence literally translates as I like a type of movie, but it means I like type of movie. For example, I like horror.
gusto ko ng nakakatakot. Gusto ko ng nakakatakot.
Here are a few more kinds of movies you can use with the same pattern to talk about movies. Horror,
Nakakatakot. Nakakatakot.
comedy,
Komedya. Komedya.
fantasy,
Pantasya. Pantasya.
romance,
Kwentong pag-ibig. Kwentong pag-ibig.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng komedya.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng pantasya.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng kwentong pag-ibig.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what kind of movies do you like?
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Imagine you like comedies. Do you remember how to say comedy?
Komedya. Komedya.
Say, I like comedies.
Gusto ko ng komedya.
Now, answer the question saying that you like comedies.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng komedya.
Now imagine that you like fantasy movies. Do you remember how to say fantasy?
Pantasya. Pantasya.
Say, I like fantasy movies.
Gusto ko ng pantasya.
Now, answer the question saying you like fantasy movies.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng pantasya.
Now imagine you like romantic movies. Do you remember how to say romantic?
Kwentong pag-ibig. Kwentong pag-ibig.
Say, I like romantic movies.
Gusto ko ng kwentong pag-ibig.
Now answer the question saying you like romantic movies.
Anong klase ng pelikula ang gusto mo?
Gusto ko ng kwentong pag-ibig.
Want to speak real Filipino from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at filipinopod101.com.
When learning a new language, everyone should have an ultimate goal to work towards. Whether you want to be able to connect with a relative, easily order food while traveling, or go somewhere new, having an end goal for your learning can be very motivating. A popular but challenging goal is being able to speak like a native speaker. It's difficult to measure exactly when you reach this goal, and it's not something you can pick up using textbooks alone. So how do you work on making your speech more natural? That's what we're going to look at today. Here are 3 tips to help you practice talking like a native speaker. Number 1, focus on vocabulary. If your goal is to speak like a native, you might be really focused on speaking quickly or using as many complex grammar patterns as possible. But in our native languages, we're not always trying to speak as fast as possible, and we use complex grammar patterns when necessary, not to show off. Vocabulary, however, is extremely important to expressing ourselves naturally. Your choice of words can reveal a lot about you and your understanding of the language. Most learners have had the experience of using a phrasebook or a dictionary to find a word they want to use, trying the word in conversation, and getting a look of confusion from the native speaker. In some cases, although your word choice may be grammatically correct, the word may be inappropriate for the situation or totally unnatural. This is especially important in business and other formal situations, where the right level of formality and professionalism is key. Being able to understand nuances in vocabulary words can also help you understand relationships between people just by listening to the conversation. Try to listen to many different types of conversations. Listen to how people talk to their friends, their superiors, and in customer service situations. This will give you a better idea of how to talk to others naturally. In some languages, you can omit words from sentences or use more direct communication styles. It's important to be aware of these things so you can apply them yourself. Colloquialisms and slang are also commonly used in most languages. As this sort of vocabulary is always evolving, it can be difficult to keep up with the latest words. Talk with native speakers and consume media in your target language to make sure you pick up these kinds of expressions. Media is a great resource for your learning. Ultimately, knowing the appropriate vocabulary to use for each situation will really help you sound more knowledgeable. Number 2, perfect your accent. With every language, there are unique pronunciation and intonation challenges. Some languages are tonal languages, and a change in pitch can completely change the meaning of a word. Then there's the fact that most countries have multiple dialects, and so people from one area of the country may sound different from those in another. So what is the best way to listen to a wide range of accents and different pronunciations? Video and audio resources are a great way to do this. YouTube is a perfect place to start because people from all kinds of different backgrounds upload videos to the platform. You can watch educational videos, daily life vlogs, cooking shows, a travel series, whatever interests you. Pay attention to the different ways people speak. Everyone is unique. And then practice speaking like them. This kind of practice can help you sound more natural. One note, please be aware of the type of resources you're using. For example, if you find a video where a speaker uses a rare dialect, it might not be a good idea to use that for your pronunciation practice, unless you have a special reason for studying a specific accent. As a general rule, it's best to try to search for practice resources that use a standard form of the language you're studying. Number 3, copy what you hear. Do you remember how you learned to speak as a child? We rarely learned new words just listening to them, or reading after we learned how. When we were little kids, we imitated the sounds we heard by repeating the sounds out loud. While you're talking to a friend, watching videos, or listening to audio in your target language, you can do this to try and replicate the way they speak. Doing this will help you work on mastering the flow of the language, your accent, intonation, and pronunciation. Of course, you might also pick up some new vocabulary this way. Make sure to repeat new words often. It's a great way to make sure you remember them. Try doing this using a number of different mediums and sources. That way, you'll be exposed to the diversity that the language offers and master the fundamentals of pronunciation. For example, you can watch and imitate several different YouTube videos and audio CDs, but try a few different sources, like different creators or different audio types, to make sure you experience a wide range of communication in your target language. If you're using our language learning program, you can even get your own teacher with Premium Plus. Your teacher can answer questions, give assignments, and even listen to your recordings and give you advice on pronunciation. Completing these kinds of lessons with a native teacher can really boost your confidence in your speaking skills. Becoming able to speak like a native is a popular goal for many people learning a new language. It feels great to be able to communicate smoothly, especially when the people you're talking to expect basic level sentences or broken communication. Try using the tips we've shared in this video to work on improving your speaking skills. Of course, it'll take time and persistence, but the reward will be more natural communication. And for even more tips on speaking, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, what are you doing during the holiday? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about your holiday plans. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your National Holidays PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa?
Plano kong pumunta sa beach.
Once more with the English translation.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa?
What are you doing for Holy Week?
Plano kong pumunta sa beach.
I'm planning to go to the beach. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, what are you doing for Holy Week? That's,
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa?
listen to it again.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa?
Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
Plano kong
plan. I'm planning to plan. For example, I'm planning to go to the beach.
plano kong pumunta sa beach. Plano kong pumunta sa beach.
Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to talk about your plans. Go to the beach.
Pumunta sa beach. Pumunta sa beach.
Travel.
Bumiyahe. Bumiyahe.
Stay home.
Maglagi sa bahay. Maglagi sa bahay.
Go to the movies.
Manood ng sine. Manood ng sine.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Plano kong bumiyahe. Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Plano kong maglagi sa bahay. Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Plano kong manood ng sine.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, what are you doing for Holy Week?
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa?
Imagine you're planning to travel. Do you remember how to say travel?
Bumiyahe. Bumiyahe.
Say, I'm planning to travel.
Plano kong bumiyahe.
Now, answer the question saying you're planning to travel.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Plano kong bumiyahe.
Now, imagine you're planning to stay home. Do you remember how to say stay home?
Maglagi sa bahay. Maglagi sa bahay.
Say, I'm planning to stay home.
Plano kong maglagi sa bahay.
Now, answer the question saying you're planning to stay home.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Plano kong maglagi sa bahay.
Now imagine you're planning to go to the movies. Do you remember how to say go to the movies?
Manood ng sine. Manood ng sine.
Say, I'm planning to go to the movies.
Plano kong manood ng sine.
Now, answer the question saying you're planning to go to the movies.
Anong gagawin mo sa Semana Santa? Plano kong manood ng sine.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to use when talking on the phone. After watching this video, you'll be able to ask for someone on the phone and to put someone on hold. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Making a Phone Call PDF cheat sheet for free. Now, let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Hello. Gusto ko sanang makausap ang namamahala.
Opo, sandali lang.
Once more with the English translation.
Hello. Gusto ko sanang makausap ang namamahala.
Hello, I'd like to speak with the person in charge.
Opo, sandali lang.
Okay, just a moment. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say hello on the phone. That's
Hello. Hello.
Then you'll need to learn how to say, I'd like to speak with person. The pattern is,
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang
person. This Filipino sentence literally translates as, like I wish, speak with the person. But it means, I'd like to speak with person. For example, hello, I'd like to speak with the person in charge.
Hello. Gusto ko sanang makausap ang namamahala. Hello. Gusto ko sanang makausap ang namamahala.
Now, how do you answer this question?
Opo, sandali lang.
Okay, just a moment. Listen to it again.
Opo, sandali lang. Opo, sandali lang.
This Filipino sentence literally translates as, yes, a moment only. But it means, okay, just a moment. Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to talk on the phone. The person in charge.
namamahala, namamahala,
A sales representative.
isang sales representative, isang sales representative,
The manager.
manager, manager,
Customer service.
customer service, customer service,
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
gusto ko sanang makausap ang isang sales representative.
Opo, sandali lang.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang manager.
Opo, sandali lang.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang customer service.
Opo, sandali lang.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, I'd like to speak with person?
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang
Person. And how do you answer it?
Opo, sandali lang.
Imagine you want to talk to a sales representative. Do you remember how to say, a sales representative?
isang sales representative. Isang sales representative.
Say, I'd like to speak with a sales representative.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang isang sales representative.
Now say you want to talk to a sales representative and answer it.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang isang sales representative.
Opo, sandali lang.
Now, imagine you want to talk to the manager. Do you remember how to say, the manager?
Manager. Manager.
Say, I'd like to speak with the manager.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang manager.
Now say you want to talk to the manager and answer it.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang manager.
Opo, sandali lang.
Now imagine you want to talk to customer service. Do you remember how to say customer service?
Customer service. Customer service.
Say, I'd like to speak with customer service.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang customer service.
Now say you want to talk to customer service and answer it.
Gusto ko sanang makausap ang customer service.
Opo, sandali lang.
Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So, access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the Dialogue Study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the two recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Kamusta kayo? Ako si Erica. Hi everybody, I'm Erica. Welcome to FilipinoPod101.com's Filipino sa 3 minuto. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Filipino. In the last lesson, we learned how to be grateful to people by saying salamat. In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in the Philippines. Handa na ba kayo? Are you ready? Then let's start. First, we'll learn the greetings we use when meeting people. Kamusta? Kamusta. Do you remember this from the first lesson? Kamusta literally means, how are you? But it is used as hi or hello. Musta is a shortened version of kamusta, which you can use when greeting friends. Musta, for formal situations, we use kamusta po. Kamusta po. Now, here are sometimes specific greetings used when meeting people. Magandang araw. Magandang araw. Literally, magandang araw means good day. To be more specific about which time in the day we greet someone, we use magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, and magandang hapon, meaning good morning, good noon, and good afternoon respectively. Magandang umaga. Magandang tanghali. Magandang hapon. During the evening, there is only one greeting, and that is magandang gabi. Magandang gabi. Maganda means beautiful or good. The connector ng is added to connect maganda and gabi. In formal situations, you just need to add po to the Filipino greetings I've already mentioned. Magandang araw po, magandang umaga po, magandang tanghali po, magandang hapon po, magandang gabi po. Are you ready for more? Next are some greetings we use when leaving. To say goodbye in Filipino, we say paalam. Paalam. We also have sige, mauna na ako. Literally, all right, I'll go ahead. And it's a more casual way of saying goodbye. Sige, mauna na ako. Finally, we have hanggang sa muli, meaning see you again. Hanggang sa muli. Again, to make these formal, we just need to add po. Paalam po. Sige, mauna na po ako. Hanggang sa muli po. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Filipino. Let's review them all again. Here are the greetings we use when meeting people. Kamusta? Magandang araw. Magandang umaga. Magandang tanghali. Magandang hapon. Magandang gabi. When leaving, we have paalam. Sige, mauna na ako. Hanggang sa muli. For greeting people who are older than you, just add po. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Erica's tips. Another famous greeting you might hear in the Philippines is mabuhay. This literally means live, but it's used to mean welcome. It is used in formal situations like when welcoming an audience during events, or when welcoming people into the country, but not necessarily when welcoming guests to your home. During the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase, nagsasalita ka ba ng Ingles? Do you already know it? I'll be waiting to talk about it with you in our next Filipino sa 3 minuto lesson. Hanggang sa muli! Kamusta kayo? Ako si Erica. Hi everybody, I'm Erica. Welcome to FilipinoPod101.com's Filipino sa 3 minuto, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Filipino. In the last lesson, we learned how to talk about your plans. In this lesson, we are going to deal with the verb to be in Filipino, ay, and how to use it to say more about yourself. When you meet a new person in the Philippines, they might ask you, taga saan ka? Which literally means, from where are you? To answer this, you can start your sentence with, ako ay taga, or I am from, followed by the country you're from. For example, ako ay taga-Amerika. I am from America. Ako ay taga-Espanya. I am from Spain. Ako ay taga-China. I am from China. You can also use this ako ay formula to share more about yourself, like your job. Ako ay isang guro. I am a teacher. Ako ay isang artista. I am an actor or actress. Filipino is a gender-neutral language. However, there are nouns that have gendered terms like some nationalities and occupations. For these cases, masculine forms commonly end with an O, whereas feminine forms usually end with an A. Here are some examples. I am American would be ako ay Amerikano for men and ako ay Amerikana for women. For Japanese, it would be ako ay Hapones for men and ako ay Haponesa for women. To say I am a doctor, men would use ako ay isang doktor, while women would say ako ay isang doktora. For lawyers, it would be ako ay isang abogado for men and ako ay isang abogada for women. Now it's time for Erica's tips. Filipinos are very curious people, so expect to be asked, taga saan ka? Or anong ginagawa mo? which means, what are you doing? Or more specifically, what is your job? Just use the ako ay formula, and I'm sure you'll make new friends in no time. Great job! Now you can introduce yourself with more than just your name. In the next Filipino sa tatlong minuto lesson, you'll be able to tell your age too. Hanggang sa muli!
Today we're going to talk about 4 techniques to help you stop translating in your head and instead start thinking in your target language. This will allow you to have conversations with ease, read smoothly, and better understand native speakers. These are 4 methods to help you think in a new language. Number 1, surround yourself with your target language. This way, you'll be completely immersed in the language. Without realizing it, you'll learn pronunciation, sentence structures, grammar, and new vocabulary. Play music in the background while you're cooking, or have a radio station on while you study. Just use one of our endless podcasts available to you. These are easy to listen to in the background while doing other things. Number 2, learn through observation. This is how we all learned our native languages as kids. Words will develop their own meanings that relate better to your target language, rather than meanings that are translated directly. Number 3, speak out loud to yourself. Even if you're a little embarrassed, it forces you to listen to how you speak. It makes it much easier to spot simple grammar mistakes. Number 4, practice daily. If you practice everything for only one day, you won't retain the information you learned. The brain can realistically only focus for about 30 minutes. So studying a little every day allows you to absorb better. Follow these steps and have patience. You'll soon be able to achieve your language learning goals. Just make sure to remember these 4 methods. Sign up for your free lifetime account. No credit card required, and you'll get the best free online resources. And start learning more every day.
May isang batang lalaki na nagbabasa ng kanyang talaarawan. Ano ang unang bagay na ginawa ng batang lalaki ngayong araw na ito?
Maganda ang panahon. Nag-swimming ako sa pool noong hapon. Tapos, nagpunta ako sa sinehan nung kinagabihan. Nag-aral din ako ng buong umaga. Hindi na masama.
Ano ang unang bagay na ginawa ng batang lalaki ngayong araw na ito? May isang batang lalaki na nagbabasa ng kanyang talaarawan. Ano ang unang bagay na ginawa ng batang lalaki ngayong araw na ito?
Maganda ang panahon. Nag-swimming ako sa pool noong hapon. Tapos, nagpunta ako sa sinehan nung kinagabihan. Nag-aral din ako ng buong umaga. Hindi na masama.
May isang lalaki at isang babae na tumitingin sa isang larawan. Anong larawan ang tinitignan nila? Ito yung larawan ng soccer team kung saan miyembro ang anak mo, hindi ba? Sino dito ang anak mo?
Ito.
Ah, siya ang pinakamatangkad.
Oo. Mas matangkad pa siya kaysa sa akin.
Anong larawan ang tinitignan nila? May isang lalaki at isang babae na tumitingin sa isang larawan. Anong larawan ang tinitignan nila? Ito yung larawan ng soccer team kung saan miyembro ang anak mo, hindi ba? Sino dito ang anak mo?
Ito.
Ah, siya ang pinakamatangkad.
Oo. Mas matangkad pa siya kaysa sa akin.
May isang lalaki at babae na nag-uusap. Kailan sila manonood sa sinehan?
Bakit hindi tayo manood sa sinihan sa susunod na Sabado?
Oo, gusto ko yan. Pero may part-time na trabaho ako sa umaga.
Anong oras ka matatapos sa part-time mo?
Matatapos ako ng 2:00.
O sige, magkita tayo sa cafe ng 3:00. at manood sa sinihan ng alas 4.
Okay. Kailan sila manonood sa sinehan? May isang lalaki at babae na nag-uusap. Kailan sila manonood sa sinehan?
Bakit hindi tayo manood sa sinihan sa susunod na Sabado?
Oo, gusto ko yan. Pero may part-time na trabaho ako sa umaga.
Anong oras ka matatapos sa part-time mo?
Matatapos ako ng alas 2.
O sige, magkita tayo sa cafe ng alas 3 at manood sa sinihan ng alas 4.
Okay. May isang lalaking nakikipag-usap sa isang sales lady. Aling damit ang kanyang bibilhin?
Anong damit ang sa palagay mong mas mainam? Itong puti o yung asul?
Sa palagay ko, mas mainam po ang asul. Bagay po sa inyong gray na jacket.
Sa tingin mo. Pero hindi bagay sa pula kong kurbata, di ba?
Oo nga po.
Okay, sige. Ang kukunin ko ay itong puti, hindi yung asul.
Aling damit ang kanyang bibilhin? May isang lalaking nakikipag-usap sa isang sales lady. Aling damit ang kanyang bibilhin?
Anong damit ang sa palagay mong mas mainam? Itong puti o yung asul?
Sa palagay ko, mas mainam po ang asul. Bagay po sa inyong gray na jacket.
Sa tingin mo. Pero hindi bagay sa pula kong kurbata, di ba?
Oo nga po.
Okay, sige. Ang kukunin ko ay itong puti, hindi yung asul.
May isang lalaki na nasa tindahan ng hamburger. Aling set ang kanyang o-orderin?
Mawalang galang lang. Gusto ko sana ng espesyal na burger set.
Opo. Pumili po kayo kung french fries o salad.
Salad,
Okay. Pumili naman po kayo ng inumin.
Coke,
Aling set ang kanyang o-orderin? May isang lalaki na nasa tindahan ng hamburger. Aling set ang kanyang o-orderin?
mawalang galang lang. Gusto ko sana ng espesyal na burger set.
Opo. Pumili po kayo kung french fries o salad.
Salad,
Okay. Pumili naman po kayo ng inumin.
Coke.
Hi everyone! Kamusta? My name is Erica. Welcome to Filipino Top Words. For today's topic, we are going to talk about the top 25 phrases. Let's begin. Kamusta ka? Hello, how are you? The first phrase is kamusta ka? Hello or how are you? So when you're meeting someone for the first time, you try to be a bit more polite and say, instead of kamusta ka, you say kamusta po kayo, which is the same as hello, how are you? Magandang umaga. Good morning. So the next word is magandang umaga, which means good morning. People there are very, very warm, very kind. So it's very common to hear like people greeting each other when they pass by each other in the corridor and like in the classroom, for example, in the office. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Magandang tanghali. Good noon. So now what do we say when it's noon? We say magandang tanghali. Good noon. In the Philippines, especially during lunchtime, when you come in and then like it's everyone is eating, you always say magandang tanghali. And then when they hear you say it, you sound as if you're a native speaker. Magandang hapon. Good afternoon. Okay, so when the morning is done, noon is over, then what do you say? Magandang hapon. Good afternoon. Magandang gabi. Good evening. So if you want to say good evening, you say magandang gabi. Anong pangalan mo? What's your name? So what if you're going to ask someone for their name? So you say, anong pangalan mo? Or, what's your name? If you meet someone for the first time, if it's the morning, you say, good morning. what's your name? Magandang umaga, anong pangalan mo? When you want to ask someone for their name, you need to be polite. So, you add po, which is the particle, and then you use the plural form of you. So you say, ano pong pangalan nyo? Ako si, I'm. If you are on the receiving end of that question, then you say, ako si, name. Or, I'm, name. Ako si Erica. I'm Erica. Ikinagagalak kong makilala ka. Nice to meet you. If you want to express now how happy you are to meet this new person, then you would say, ikinagagalak kong makilala ka. Nice to meet you. Since this is the first time you're meeting this person, you should use the polite form, which is, ikinagagalak ko po kayong makilala. Ayos lang ako. Ikaw. I'm fine. And you? When someone asks you, how are you? Of course, either you are okay or you're not. You will say, you are fine. So how do you say it in Filipino? You would say, ayos lang ako. Ikaw. In English, I'm fine. And you? Or if you are not okay, you can say, ayos lang ako. Ikaw. Paki. Please. So if you want to ask someone for a favor, what would you say? In English, we say please. In Filipino, we use a prefix that we say as paki. We add to another verb. So for example, we say, please bring this to the office. Then you will say in Filipino, pakidala ito sa opisina. Salamat. Thank you. Salamat or thank you. Walang anuman. You're welcome. Then, you also want to be polite and say, you're welcome. Or in Filipino, walang anuman. Oo. Yes. How do you express agreement in Filipino? You say, oo, which means yes. Very simple. For example, there's an older person talking to you and you want to say yes. You should be a bit more polite and say, opo. Hindi. No. So what if you want to say no? Then you use hindi. Or if you want to be polite, you say hindi po. Sige. Okay. So say you have a friend who asks you, do you want to drink with me all night, have party all night, you know, those kind of things. And then you say, yeah, fine, okay. So in Filipino, you say, sige. Paumanhin. Excuse me. So for example, you have an older colleague at work and this person is busy, but you need to ask her for something. So you say, excuse me. And in Filipino, you say, paumanhin or paumanhin po, to be more polite. Patawad. I'm sorry. If you did something really, really bad, then we use patawad. I'm sorry. Anong oras na? What time is it? So what does anong oras na mean? It means, what time is it? Nasaan ang CR? Where is the restroom? Nasaan ang CR? Or, to be polite, because even at that time, you have to be polite, even if it's like really urgent. You have to be polite. You say, nasaan po ang CR? Hindi ko alam. I don't know. Hindi ko alam. I don't know. If your boss asks you, oh, where is your office mate? This person? And then you don't know, then you say, hindi ko po alam. Sandali lang. Wait a moment. So if you say to your boss, because your boss is asking you, where is the report? You want to say, wait a moment. So you say, sandali lang po. So your friends came over to your house and you haven't taken a bath. You haven't fixed yourself. And then your friends just want to go out to have fun. But you want to say, wait a moment, wait a minute. Give me like an hour or something to at least get ready. So you would say, sandali lang. Magkano ito? How much is this? So you finally got dressed and then you went out with your friend and you are at the mall, like looking at some nice pearls, because in the Philippines we have lots of pearls. How will you ask the salesperson? So you can say, magkano po ito. Or if you're a friend, or if it's like a younger salesperson probably, you can just simply say, magkano ito? How much is this? Pwede bang makuha na ang bill? Could I get the check, please? After dinner, you want to pay because it's your treat, because you forced your friends to eat adobo. So you would ask the waitress or the waiter for the check. So how do you say it in Filipino? Pwede bang makuha ang bill? Could I get the check, please? Or, if you cannot remember all these, just simply do this. Tulong. Help. So you're walking in the street and then you're very not careful with your things. So you're walking, you're holding your bag like this, and someone stole your bag. Like, oh. You want to call for help. So what do you say? You say, tulong, help. And then the more you scream it, the more people will hear you. Hanggang sa muli. See you again soon. It's the end of the day, and you've had fun with your friends. So you tell your friends, oh, okay, bye. See you again soon. Which in Filipino is hanggang sa muli. But in regular conversations, you don't really say this. We tend to say, see you, or sige. That was the last word for today, and thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you learned new words. So what words have you heard? What words have you used before? Put them in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to FilipinoPod101.com. Bye!
Want to speak real Filipino from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at FilipinoPod101.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica, and welcome to Filipino Top Words. Our lesson for today is the 10 questions you should know in Filipino. So let's begin. Anong pangalan mo? What's your name? The first question that you should know is, anong pangalan mo? In English, what's your name? So, how do you answer this question? For instance, my name is Erica, so in Filipino, I would say, ako si Erica, or I'm Erica. This is a very useful question when you want to get to know other people, so you better remember this. Anong pangalan mo? In English, what's your name? Kamusta? How are you? The next question that you should know is, kamusta? Or in English, how are you? How do you respond to this question? You say, mabuti naman. Ikaw? Or, I'm good. You? So this is also again another very common question that you can ask your friends just because you're friends. So you have to know how they are. Parang lagi na lang magka-sarcastic yung... Actually, the longer version is kamusta ka? But no one really says that now. So you can just simply say, kamusta? Yeah, or even shorter, you can just say, musta. So it's very nice actually to say this to people, especially if you haven't seen them for a long time. Taga saan ka? Where are you from? So the next question that you should know is, taga saan ka? Or in English, where are you from? So how do you answer this question? If you are, say, from Manila, then you reply, taga Maynila ako, or I'm from Manila. So say you are from Lisbon, then you'd say taga Lisbon ako, or I'm from Lisbon. So this is also a very important question to know, especially if you're just meeting someone for the first time. So I don't know, just people are very interested in where you go home. Or where you're from, not really where you go home. Kailan ang iyong kaarawan? When is your birthday? Kailan ang iyong kaarawan? In English, when is your birthday? So if you want to really respond to this question in fluent Filipino, then you would say, sa ika-25 ng Disyembre ang aking kaarawan. Or in English, this translates to my birthday is on December 25th. If it's December 25, then obviously your birthday is on Christmas. But if say August 9, then you would say in Filipino, ika-siyam ng Agosto. But no one really says that, so you just say August 9. Just say August 9. Ang kaarawan ko ay sa August 9. Or my birthday is on August 9. Saan ka nakatira? Where do you live? Saan ka nakatira? Or, where do you live? So, for example, you live in Makati City, which is the business district. So, you will say, nakatira ako sa Makati, or I live in Makati. Saan ka nagtatrabaho? Where do you work? The next question that you should know is, saan ka nagtatrabaho? Or, where do you work? So, for example, you want to say that you work at Intel. Or sometimes there's call center in Intel, right? So, there are many call centers in the Philippines and many younger Filipinos work in call centers. And so, you can say, nagtatrabaho ako sa Intel. Or, I work at Intel. And then usually the follow-up question would be, what do you do at Intel? So then you would say, I'm a call center agent, or I'm a, IT person, or I'm the CEO of Intel. Oh, wow. Ano ang phone number mo? What's your phone number? The next question that you should know is, ano ang phone number mo? Oh, we're getting really in closer territories. So, for example, you really want to be friends with this person or more than friends. Then you ask, ano ang phone number mo? Or, what's your phone number? For instance, you want to give your phone number to this person, whoever this person is. Ang number ko ay, and then your number. For instance, 0123456789. In English, my number is this. So, usually people would still ask for your phone number. But usually they would say, what's your cell phone number? Saan ka nag-aral ng Filipino? Where did you learn Filipino? Saan ka nag-aral ng Filipino? In English, where did you learn Filipino? So this is very interesting and very important to be able to respond to this. When the person that you're talking to is really amazed with your Filipino, so you better reply with, nag-aral ako gamit ang filipinopod101.com, or I studied with filipinopod101.com. So where did you learn Filipino? Mahilig ka ba sa pagkaing Pilipino? Do you like Filipino food? Mahilig ka ba sa pagkaing Pilipino? Or, do you like Filipino food? For instance, you really do. So, how do you respond to this question? You say, oo, lalong-lalo na ang adobo, if adobo is your favorite. Or it can be kare-kare. Then you would say, oo, lalong-lalo na ang kare-kare. In English, yes, especially kare-kare or adobo. This is very important question to know because you usually get asked this question when you say go to gatherings or parties, or just when you're staying in a Filipino friend's house, right? Their moms would usually ask you, oh, do you like Filipino food? What do you want to eat? And then they will most probably give you that food, serve you that food. They're very hospitable. Saan ang magandang pasyalan sa Pilipinas? Where is it nice to go to in the Philippines? The next question that you should know is, saan ang magandang pasyalan sa Pilipinas? In English, where is it nice to go to in the Philippines? If I'm going to give an advice now, I would say Palawan, definitely. And you would see, just type Palawan in Google, you would see really beautiful pictures. But if you want to be really specific, where exactly in Palawan, then either El Nido or Coron. So, for instance, I would say sa Coron, Palawan. Or in English, in Coron, Palawan. It's very nice actually, very cheap, and very beautiful place. So, I haven't been to Coron, I've been to El Nido. I've been to El Nido, not Coron, not yet. So those are the top 10 questions that you should know. And are there any other questions that you think you should know? If there are, please don't forget to comment them down below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and go to filipinopod101.com. Bye. Just joking. If you want real mangoes, go to the Philippines. We have the best mangoes. And if you really want the best mangoes, I think you should go to this island called Guimaras.
Do you feel like you don't speak enough Filipino? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account. Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. In this lesson, you'll learn how to ask where something is located. After watching this video, you'll be able to ask for directions. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Nasaan po ang supermarket?
Nandoon banda.
Once more with the English translation.
Nasaan po ang supermarket?
Where is the supermarket?
Nandoon banda.
It's over there. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, where is place? The pattern is
Nasaan po?
place. For example, where is the supermarket?
Nasaan po ang supermarket? Nasaan po ang supermarket?
Now, how do you answer this question?
Nandoon banda.
Listen to it again.
Nandoon banda. Nandoon banda.
This Filipino sentence literally translates as, there somewhere. But it means, it's over there. Here are a few more places you can use with the same pattern. The supermarket.
Ang supermarket.
Ang supermarket.
The supermarket.
Ang supermarket.
The bank.
Ang bangko.
Ang bangko.
The bank.
Ang bangko.
The bathroom.
Ang palikuran.
Ang palikuran.
The bathroom.
Ang palikuran.
The mall.
Ang mall.
Ang mall.
The mall.
Ang mall.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Nasaan po ang bangko?
Nandoon banda.
Where is the bank?
Nasaan po ang bangko?
It's over there.
Nandoon banda.
Nasaan po ang palikuran?
Nandoon banda.
Where is the bathroom?
Nasaan po ang palikuran?
It's over there.
Nandoon banda.
Nasaan po ang mall?
Nandoon banda.
Where is the mall?
Nasaan po ang mall?
It's over there.
Nandoon banda.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, where is place?
Nasaan po?
Place. And how do you answer it?
Nandoon banda.
Imagine you're looking for the bank. Do you remember how to say, the bank?
Ang bangko. Ang bangko.
Say, where is the bank?
Nasaan po ang bangko?
Now, ask where the bank is, and answer saying the bank is over there.
Nasaan po ang bangko?
Nandoon banda.
Now, imagine you're looking for the bathroom. Do you remember how to say, the bathroom?
Ang palikuran. Ang palikuran.
Say, where is the bathroom?
Nasaan po ang palikuran?
Now ask where the bathroom is and answer saying the bathroom is over there.
Nasaan po ang palikuran?
Nandoon banda.
Now imagine you're looking for the mall. Do you remember how to say the mall?
Ang mall. Ang mall.
Say, where is the mall?
Nasaan po ang mall?
Now ask where the mall is and answer saying the mall is over there.
Nasaan po ang mall?
Nandoon banda.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to ask the location of a place. You're now able to ask for directions like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Ask your fellow learners directions to a place. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools. Do you feel like you don't speak enough Filipino? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account. Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. In this lesson, you'll learn how to ask the question, when is your birthday? After watching this video, you'll be able to ask and answer about the date of an event. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Kailan ang iyong kaarawan?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Once more with the English translation.
Kailan ang iyong kaarawan?
When is your birthday?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
It's on March 4th. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, when is event? The pattern is
Kailan ang
event. For example, when is your birthday?
kailan ang iyong kaarawan? Kailan ang iyong kaarawan?
Now, how do you answer this question?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Listen to it again.
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po. Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
This Filipino sentence literally translates as every 4th of March. But it means it's on March 4th. Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to talk about upcoming events. Your birthday,
Iyong kaarawan. Iyong kaarawan.
your birthday,
Iyong kaarawan.
your graduation,
Iyong pagtatapos. Iyong pagtatapos.
your graduation,
Iyong pagtatapos.
your retirement,
Iyong pagreretiro. Iyong pagreretiro.
your retirement,
Iyong pagreretiro.
Your trip.
Iyong biyahe. Iyong biyahe.
Your trip.
Iyong biyahe.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Kailan ang iyong pagtatapos?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
When is your graduation?
Kailan ang iyong pagtatapos?
It's on March 4th.
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Kailan ang iyong pagreretiro?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
When is your retirement?
Kailan ang iyong pagreretiro?
It's on March 4th.
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Kailan ang iyong biyahe?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
When is your trip?
Kailan ang iyong biyahe?
It's on March 4th.
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, when is event?
Kailan ang
Event. And how do you say, it's on March 4th?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Imagine your graduation is coming up. Do you remember how to say your graduation?
iyong pagtatapos? Iyong pagtatapos.
Say, when is your graduation?
Kailan ang iyong pagtatapos?
Now ask and answer the question, saying your graduation is on March 4th.
Kailan ang iyong pagtatapos?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Now imagine your retirement is coming up. Do you remember how to say your retirement?
Iyong pagreretiro. Iyong pagreretiro.
Say, when is your retirement?
Kailan ang iyong pagreretiro?
Now ask and answer the question, saying your retirement is on March 4th.
Kailan ang iyong pagreretiro?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
Now imagine your trip is coming up. Do you remember how to say your trip?
Iyong biyahe. Iyong biyahe.
Say, when is your trip?
Kailan ang iyong biyahe?
Now ask and answer the question, saying your trip is on March 4th.
Kailan ang iyong biyahe?
Tuwing ika-4 ng Marso po.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to ask about life event dates. You're now able to ask for the date of an event like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Ask your fellow learners when their birthdays are. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools. Do you feel like you don't speak enough Filipino? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account. Hi everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. In this lesson, you'll learn conversational phrases to use when apologizing to someone. After watching this video, you'll be able to apologize and say what you're apologizing for. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagiging huli.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Listen to it again.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagiging huli.
I'm sorry for being late.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Don't worry about it. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, I'm sorry for reason. The pattern is
Patawarin mo ako sa
reason. This Filipino sentence literally translates as, sorry you me in reason. But it means, I'm sorry for reason. For example, I'm sorry for being late.
patawarin mo ako sa pagiging huli. Patawarin mo ako sa pagiging huli.
Now, how do you respond that it's okay?
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Listen to it again.
Huwag mong alalahanin iyon. Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
This Filipino sentence literally translates as, don't you worry that. But it means, don't worry about it. Here are a few more phrases you can use with the same pattern to apologize. Being late.
Pagiging huli. Pagiging huli.
Being late.
Pagiging huli.
Lying to you.
Pagsisinungaling ko sa'yo. Pagsisinungaling sa'yo.
Lying to you.
Pagsisinungaling ko sa'yo.
Hurting your feelings.
Pananakit ng damdamin mo. Pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Hurting your feelings.
Pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Canceling.
Pagkansela. Pagkansela.
Canceling.
Pagkansela.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagsisinungaling sa'yo.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
I'm sorry for lying to you.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagsisinungaling sa'yo.
Don't worry about it.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Patawarin mo ako sa pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
I'm sorry for hurting your feelings.
Patawarin mo ako sa pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Don't worry about it.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagkansela.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
I'm sorry for canceling.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagkansela.
Don't worry about it.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, I'm sorry for reason?
Patawarin mo ako sa
reason. And how do you respond to it?
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Imagine you want to apologize because you told a lie to someone. Do you remember how to say lying to you?
pagsisinungaling ko sa'yo. Pagsisinungaling ko sa'yo.
Say, I'm sorry for lying to you.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagsisinungaling sa'yo.
Now say you're sorry for lying and respond to it.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagsisinungaling sa'yo.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Now imagine you want to apologize because you hurt someone's feelings. Do you remember how to say, hurting your feelings?
Pananakit ng damdamin mo. Pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Say, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings.
Patawarin mo ako sa pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Now say, you're sorry for hurting someone's feelings and respond to it.
Patawarin mo ako sa pananakit ng damdamin mo.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
Now imagine you want to apologize because you canceled. Do you remember how to say, canceling?
Pagkansila. Pagkansila.
Say, I'm sorry for canceling.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagkansila.
Now, say you're sorry for canceling and respond to it.
Patawarin mo ako sa pagkansila.
Huwag mong alalahanin yun.
In this lesson, you learned new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to apologize to someone. You are now able to apologize and forgive someone like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell your fellow learners why you'd apologize. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Filipino ebook before it's gone.